position? They got a vacancy now.
The Pope? Yeah, no, I'm not going to go for that, dude. I'm going to have to President of the United States, but I'm not.
So world champ is above Pope. You're above the level there.
Yes, that's one religion, the Pope.
That's true.
There's a lot of religions in the world. That's one. It's actually the Pope's tears from when he was drinking that today.
You've been busy collecting the tears. So have you had some free time these days, Jude? I mean, 30 Rock just wrapped up last month.
Yeah, we are finished forever.
Finito.
And it was fun to do, and it's fun to be out of it. And, yeah, it's pretty cool.
Did you have any idea it would be such a big success when you shot that first episode?
I don't know how successful it really was.
No.
It was successful enough.
Among certain people. Among some really
I mean, they still show
7
it.
seasons.
So no, it was fun. I knew it had a chance, but I don't know.
Judah, I never saw that, I would say.
I only saw 3 episodes myself.
Do you not like watching yourself on camera?
Some projects I do and some I don't. And that one, I would watch it, sporadically. Actually, but sometimes, that one's different because, sometimes you film for like 8 months and you're there, sometimes 14 hours a day. So you're right in the middle of it. Sometimes, like when you do a movie, you film it and then 6 months or a year or 2 years later you get to see it.
Right.
So it's kind of exciting. You've kind of moved on. And then it's kind of fun to look back. When you're right in the middle of it, sometimes it's kind of goofy.
Yeah.
So.
Now, did you have a relationship with Tina, before the show? I mean, because I know she cast a lot of her Chicago people.
No, I didn't. I didn't know her at all. I had one audition. I think she was a week away from giving birth to her first child. And I'd done a lot of movies. I'd probably done about, 15, 20 movies before 30 Rock, and been doing stand-up for 17 years before 30 Rock. And then I had one audition, and I was told I was the top 1 or 2 guys, and then about 5 months later I was told I got it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And you nailed this role of Frank. I mean,
all right, I don't know.
I mean, how close is it? I mean, or is it acting though? I mean, how close is it to
It's a lot of acting, actually. It's a lot different than what I normally do. I mean, we look a lot alike, but there's not that much. It's a lot different. Frank's changed over the years a lot too. I've never met a person who's had less of a sense of self than Frank. I don't know if you've seen 30 Rock, but it's like, one episode he turned gay for one guy, and that was it. He just dropped everything else and became obsessed with this one dude and was definitely gay for him. And then it didn't work out, and then he was straight again. So that was kind of odd. And then one episode he, shaved off his facial hair and tied his hair back, started wearing suits, and was become a corporate lawyer, and just threw his whole life away. And then once when Liz Lemon was away, he had to take over the writer's office, and he started physically morphing into Liz Lemon. So Frank really didn't have much of a sense of identity at all. Very fragile identity. Let's go for the easy jump. Like Frank, when Jenna got fat, he was right there with the fat jokes. I never do that. If someone ever heckles me on stage, and let's say it's a fat guy, the last thing I'll ever do is do a fat joke on him. I never go for the obvious. I think Frank's like a guy who can be funny, but he's like the laziest dude in the world. So if something's easy, he'll take it.
Low-hanging fruit.
Yeah.
So are you looking forward to 10 years, 20 years from now, the 30 Rock conventions, going out there, signing headshots, doing
I would do that. I actually, probably a couple times a year, I do sci-fi, horror, comic book conventions anyways. Yeah, because I've done a few horror movies and 1 or 2 sci-fi, and I love horror and sci-fi movies anyway, so I just like going. And then I did American Splendor, which was a comic book movie, and then I did a book, which is a book of all jokes and photos. It's a fake instructional karate book called How to Beat Up Anybody. And it's not a comic book graphic novel, but it does kind of fit in that genre a little bit. So I like going to those anyways, I got to meet Mark Hamill. 2 years ago. That was awesome. And his daughter. I met Luke Skywalker's daughter. That was pretty cool.
Luke,
she's your age. You should go.
Really? How's she looking?
She looks
looks like Mark Hamill.
She's a good looking.
He is a good looking man. Of all the men out there.